Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Let some people start joining in. If you can hear me, put a one in the live chat. Uh, and I had my little cell phone pushing it out in front of me. I could get it right, but now my cell phone. I've got this studio I done built and don't even know how to use it hardly. But we're gonna work through it. If you, for those that's coming in, if you can hear me, put a one. Okay, okay, we're good now. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm figuring it out, man. I'm figuring it out. I'm playing around in here, and it's just taking me a second to get it. Okay, we good now. All right. So what I want to do, I want to thank everybody for coming back. I want to thank everybody for walking through this journey with us as we start to build this thing up. Okay. All right. Today, I'm coming to you with a story from one of the guys who came through our appliance boot camp. Now, like I say, I don't call out any names. I tell a story, but this right here, this is not something that's just a one time fluke. I'm getting these stories every day when I'm talking to people who came to appliance boot camp, who actually have came here and who was actually finding this type of success. All right, this guy right here, he came to appliance boot camp, and his main concern when he first came here was he wanted to make a minimum of $500 per week, working part time at appliance boot camp. That's what his goal was. That was 6 months ago. This week alone, we've been talking, and the conversation we've been having is a company has reached out to him, and they want to make him like their primary service provider within his area. And this company is now we've been negotiating with the company, and right now he has the potential to make 190,000 plus with this company, being their sole provider, being the primary provider for this company. They're going to guarantee him so many service calls per year. So with that, and they're gonna lock in a price, and I've been helping him kind of negotiate the price and actually how he would approach this. As a appliance business. He's getting ready to make the transition. If he takes the deal, he would have to make the transition from an appliance technician to actually a appliance business owner. He will have to go and start being an appliance business owner. He will no longer be a technician out here if he takes this deal. He would actually have to start learning how to run his company like a business. He would have to get out because he would have to actually hire at least one technician and maybe a sub. So that's what these guys when they're coming here to appliance boot camp. This is the type of success that they're actually seeing. They're being able to change not only their lives, but they're being able to change their family and friends' lives. Because now he actually out here, he's looking to employ people. He's looking to employ family members or whoever he can get to employ to actually do the job, friends. He's no longer now going out looking for jobs. He's now an employer where he's creating jobs. And I'm getting that every day from guys who are coming here when they leave. Not only are they able to support themselves, but they're saying, "Hey, I'm going to hire my brother." You've seen people come here and they come for themselves, and they come back and they bring a brother, and then I talk to them. Both of them out there knocking it out. They're making money. I have guys that came here. He put in his time to quit his job. He has his money built up, so he has his buffer. But his day to quit his job is October 1st, and he already has started reaching out to some of the companies, the third party warranty companies, getting ready to get set up. And in the meantime, of him reaching out, they have started calling him already, and they wanted him to start running calls right now. And he's at his still at his job, and he's telling me, "Hey man, I might just let it go. Might tell them I'm gone, so I can go ahead and get jumping on this thing early." Not only is he going to do it, but he got two sons. So his two sons, they're going to go out here and they're going to knock it out. And the people are calling him so much that he's away from his house that he's saying, "Hey, he see the potential and he see how much opportunity is out here that he's thinking about leaving before his the date that he gave the company he was going to quit." So this is happening all the time in appliance repair field. You saw me put up a video today. I'm actually out looking for a new home for appliance boot camp. I'm out there talking to the realtor. I'll pull up before she can even show me the property that I'm looking at. She asked me, "You repair appliances? Yes. Can you fix refrigerators? Yes. I got property. The walk-in refrigerator cooler is not working. Can you fix it? Yes. How soon can you go? Well, let me see this property first. I want to see if I want to buy this property first. Give me a chance to see if I want to buy this first before I go there. Yeah, but I need to know when can you go out there. I said I go out there and take a look at it as soon as we get done. Okay, and so that's how it goes with the appliance repair business. Last night, I went out to a meeting that we have with one of the magazines that I uh, one of the magazines that I'm advertising. Like I say, once a month, because I'm a business owner and I actually advertise in that magazine. They send me out an invite to everything that's going on within that community. So when new restaurants open within towns, whenever new businesses come and they want to actually market in that magazine and market to that community, they have a special night where they invite everybody from that community out there, and they invite all of us business owners out there, and everything is free. And you get to talk to the people in the community, and you get to talk to the actual business owner. You get to sample food. You get to eat. They have it'd be funny. I tell my wife I eat at all the restaurants here for free because when I go to these meetings, they have all the food there free of charge, all the wine you can drink, all the beer you can drink, and you go there and you eat and you get to sample everything. You get to actually talk to the chefs. You get to talk to the actual owners. It's a real good time. And I was out there last night with a new company that's coming out, the new business that's out there. And while I was there, several people that was there from the community, they know me, and I had three people call me this morning and say, "Hey, I saw you at I saw you at the meeting last night at the store. I need you to come out and look at my dryer." So I just for walking out there and talking to people, I got three calls this morning from people being there. So this appliance thing is wide open. It's a good thing. And you heard when Mike Check came over here and we done the interview with Mike Check. Now here he is. He started in his early 20s. This is pretty much the only job he ever had. He said, and here he is now. I think he might be just turning 30 or early 30s. And listen to something that he said. He said he has never in his life experienced a hard time with money. Just think how many people who graduate from college, who have masters and PhDs, and all that, they struggle, can't pay the bills. And here he is, Mike Check saying, "Hey, I've been doing this ever since I got out of high school, and I never in my life had a time where I couldn't pay my bills and I didn't have any money." That speaks volume about this business that we're in, where somebody can come right out of high school, go work on a truck, repairing appliances, and never in his life experience any hardship with money. Ever since I left, now when I was an engineer, yes, in corporate America, I had times that I was low on funds and I had to wait to do something. If something happened, I had to wait till I get a paycheck before I could do it. But I'll be honest, ever since I walked out of corporate America and came into the appliance repair field, there's never been a time where I didn't have any money. My kids were sick. We got to go to the doctor. If I need to go, they need to go to the dentist. They need braces. There's no problem. I can strike a check. They can go to the get braces, whatever. Like I said, if you follow me, I just showed my youngest daughter just turned 16. When she turned 16, we need to go get a car. I could stroke a check, go get a car, and all of that's made possible from the skilled trades and the appliance boot camp. Not the appliance boot camp, but working in the appliance field. But if you come to the appliance boot camp, you can have the same thing. And the people who are coming here, they are experiencing the same thing. I had a guy that came here on this past boot camp. He actually registered his LLC, and he said after he registered his LLC, he said he had several companies reach out to him, and he said he could not believe that he was getting ready to make $85 an hour. That this was just life changing for him. That he had companies reaching out to him that quick to actually come out and actually start repairing appliances for him. And the reason why the companies are reaching out like that because it's a shortage. Where do you learn? Where do you go to learn how to repair appliances? Nowhere out here teaching you how to repair appliances. So in school system, they're not teaching skilled trades anymore. So you got this 30 years of the school system trying to force everybody into 4-year universities and getting rid of the skilled trades. And what has happened It actually eliminated all the pipeline of people who would be doing this. It's no more. So you got 30 year shortage of actual skilled trades people that we ran up to, that now we realize we made a mistake and we need to get some people out here. And there's not enough people out here to service everybody that's out here. And so what's happening now, you were saying now the people who's coming and going into the skilled trades, they're able to write their own checks. So I just wanted to come to you all and let y'all know that that guy, he's doing real well. We actually now not talking so much about how to fix stuff. We're now having a talk on how to actually run a business. And so that's what our conversation is turning to. If he takes that deal, he's no longer need to be learning how to actually test elements and how to verify infinite switches. Now we got to go and start talking about how to actually run a business. So how to put together procedures and policies, and how to go out and recruit, and how to actually go out and look at the numbers and make sure that those technicians are hitting the numbers. So we will actually have to go into a business section. So that's where we're at right now. We're there now with him, and that's less than 6 months. That's less than 6 months. Where now he's able to go out and he able to just think. If you got family members that need jobs and stuff, if you came out and actually came to appliance boot camp, dedicated yourself to learning the trade and doing good work. He does excellent work. He done everything I told him to do. He's doing good work, and the company respect him for that. They respect him because he's standing up, doing a good job, and doing what they want. That they say, hey, we want to sign you on and invest in you. And what happens? These companies know how hard it is to find a good company, dependable company. So if they find one, they want to make that person exclusive for them. Because if they got an exclusive company that's going to handle, that's going to cater to nothing but their customers, they don't have to worry about every other month trying to find somebody to run these service calls. Because they have a big queue of service calls they try to get people in and out of, so they can continue to sell their insurance policy. So if people go buy your insurance, and every time they call, they have to wait 3 months before somebody come out and fix something. Eventually, they're gonna say, "Why I gotta have insurance? I'll be better off finding somebody else, or just paying right out my pocket." So the insurance companies know that, and they want to lock down a company that they're just gonna be dedicated strictly for them. So yeah, I just wanted to come to you all and thank you all for sticking with me, even with the mishaps what we got going on right now with the sound and stuff. That's part of the learning thing, and that's one of the things that he was talking about. He wanted to make sure everything was just exactly perfect before he go. If you do that, by the time you try to make sure everything is perfect, the target be to move, and you wouldn't be able to strike. So what you want to do, you want to have. I think the military said what they got to have 70%. If they believe 70% of what if they believe 70% of the information they have is correct, then they go ahead and make a move. Because you wait till you get 100% of the information correct, the target that you're looking for has already moved and it's no longer going to be there. So that's the same thing you have to do when you're doing business. You seeing me coming out here to this studio. I know about 70% of the stuff that I need to know, but I have to get out here and get started. And as I get out here and get started, I start to learn. I start to put the other 30% together. And eventually it's going to get to the point where I have 90, probably 85, 90%, and you think I'm a professional doing this. But that's what we have to get to. Same thing with the appliance boot camp. You saw when we started off, it was real rough, but it was good. We had a good product. We just had to polish it up a little bit. We polished it up a little bit, put it back out there. It got better. Polish it up, put it back out there. It got better. Now we're at the point now where let me show you. I got the keys to our new building, so I actually now was able to go out and find a new home that we could actually move our business our appliance boot camp into, and it's gonna be someplace that's gonna be really nice, and you all gonna be really proud to say that y'all had a part to put into there. Y'all really are the ones that put it in there. Y'all helped me purchase this building, and I'm gonna make y'all real proud of the stuff that we put in there, and you're gonna be real proud to send family members and friends out here to Appliance Boot Camp. The ones that have came already and the ones that will come. It's gonna be a place that's gonna be conducive to learning. I'm gonna do it even better than what I've done at the last two that y'all been to. It's gonna be something really nice. It's gonna be something that I hope is not far from Austin Interstate, not far from where we are right now. I hope it be a beacon for people passing through this area they say, hey, let's ride through and see where Appliance Boot Camp is. They veer off and come through there and just take a look at it. So I want to thank you all, and thank everybody who has been looking at the channel, who has subscribed, the ones that who have came, who has returned, who have came back and actually brought and sent people. Not only did they come back, not only did they'll come one time, but when they came back, they brought somebody with them. That's how much they believed in it. I want to thank all those people too. And what I'm going to do for all the people who actually who's been rocking with us and stuff. I know right now the year is pretty much sold out. It is sold out for the remainder of the year, and we had to go up on the price. We had to go up on the price from 500 to 850. And I want to do something for everyone who couldn't get in at the 850, and everybody who couldn't get in this year. So I've been talking to JT, and what we're gonna do. I'm gonna probably look and probably try to add another appliance, one or two more. I got to look and see the weekend. I'm gonna look to add another one or two more appliance boot camps for this year. I gotta see what dates that we can squeeze it in. But not only that, I'm gonna open it up where we're gonna have a drive. If you want to come to the appliance boot camp, you can be able to pay the 850, and if you can't make it this year, you can that 850 go towards next year. We're gonna open it up, and it's just gonna be a limited amount of seats that we can sell for that. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna open it up and say, okay, if you want to come this year, these are the dates. If you don't want to come this year, but you want to get locked in at that 850, you'll be able to pay it, and you'll be able to choose a date next year if you want to come to the appliance boot camp after we get the new building in. I'm looking hard to actually try to be in the building and up and running by the first of the year. This weekend, tomorrow, I got to go out there, and I'm actually doing a thorough walkthrough myself, and I got my contractors coming out at the beginning of the week. And from there, I actually have some prices of what I would need to get things done and how I'm going to approach it. And then from there, after I get all my numbers in and stuff, I'll then come back and I'll tell you what the new price is going to be. It'll no longer be to be 850 for what we're going to do at this new building. Because now, not only do we have the new building, I have to outfit it with about maybe 30 or 40 appliances in there. I have to do a whole new uh, I have to do a whole I have to do a whole new I have to do a whole rehab of everything. So with that, and I kept the building I kept it very cheap. It was some buildings we could have went into that was already up and running that I probably could have got people in right now and open up and start doing it next month these buildings. But these buildings, if I would have taken those buildings, the price of them was so high that it would cause it where the appliance boot camp probably would not have been affordable for everybody that's been rocking with us. And I don't want to get to the point where you all brought us here that y'all price us out where y'all can't afford to even come, and I have to start marketing to a totally different market. So I wanted to keep the prices low, where everybody could still afford to come and still be very reasonable. And that's what I'm able to do with the building we're at. It's going to be big enough to uh, accommodate everything. And this right here is going to make it so that the prices are still cheap enough. So those people who coming in the future, they'll be able to enjoy it too. All right. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually go over into the chat and start reading the chat. And I'm going to have to get out of here and actually get ready to meet some people in the morning, start looking at our new building. And also, JT and I talk. I'm going to bring you all along, let y'all see everything that we're doing with the new building. We're going to do series on it, on actually building the appliance boot camp. This one, the ones that we have here, I done it. It was pretty quick. Just my son and I actually built them. So this one is going to be pretty much of a job. We have to gut the building and actually come back up and put a new roof and all that stuff on it. But I'm looking forward to it. But I'm gonna bring y'all along so y'all can actually see what you all have done. What we have done. Just a handful of us have done. We came, and not only did we get a building, but we got a building downtown and downtown on a main street right beside town hall. Not only did we get one building, we bought two buildings, and not only did we get those two buildings, but because of you all coming to Appliance Boot Camp, I was able to pay cash. I was able to pay straight cash for it. That was one of the reasons why I was able to get it at a bargain. Because I the buildings, because they need work done to them. I can do the work, but the banks don't finance them. So what happened? Other people having a problem with getting financing. I told them, hey, I got cash. I can give you a check in cash. I just need I just I need these two buildings, and because of you all, I was able to pay cash for it. Give you all a good building. Um, we're gonna take and put the appliance boot camp in one. The next building, I haven't decided what we're gonna do with it. I thought about a laundromat, putting a laundromat in there, and that way, with the laundromat, I could also have something where I could do commercial appliances where people come to appliance boot camp, and I can have more advanced training for people who wants to do the home appliances, then the ones who want to come to the seal system, and then after the seal system, if they want to move into commercial, I will have a laundromat there, and I will have commercial laundry appliances there where I can actually show them how to fix commercial appliances. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. But it's going to be something really nice. Um, and like I said, starting next week, JT and I are going to sit down and talk, and we're going to come up with a plan. And you start looking. We're going to make it so that everybody who wants to get in, we're going to have a time frame on it, and we're only going to have we'll have a time limit on it for people who wants to pay. We'll probably go for the next 30 to 40 days. If people want to give people time to get paid and all that, if you want to get in for the 850, we'll keep it open for about 30 or 40 days. And for everybody who comes in, we're gonna have times where you can get in. The people who want to come this year, who has to get in this year and start making some money, we're gonna have maybe add another one in October, maybe add one in November, appliance boot camp. But everybody who want to get in at the 850, you can get in at the 850. Once you get in at the 850, you can use that for any date that we have coming up next year. And also, we're going to sit down to where we're going to try to incorporate the online also with the appliance boot camp. So if we do that, and once you pay for the appliance boot camp, you'll be able to go online. Same thing. If you just want the online, you'll be able to pay a percentage of that online. And then if you want to decide later on that you want to come to the live event, the appliance boot camp, you'll just pay the difference, and you'll be able to come lock in to come to the live event of the appliance boot camp. But yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Like I said, I have some videos coming out next week of the building to give y'all a thorough walk around. I done one earlier this week where I actually went out there and looked. But this weekend and next week I'm gonna be going through and doing a thorough evaluation, showing you all everything that we're gonna have to do there. And then from there, I'll come back and probably hope it won't be this month, but it'll probably be around November, December. I have a good grasp on what the next price is going to be. It won't be 850. It won't be 850. We're gonna have to get it up a little bit to sustain what we got, but it's going to be what we call. It's still going to be very affordable. It's still going to be way below what anybody else is charging for their appliance repair training. So, like I say, I'm gonna come back to you next week, and we'll have the links and stuff. Hopefully, I'm gonna talk to my web page designer and see if he can get the web page up and running. That'll be appliancebootcamp.com. See if he can get that up next week, so we can actually start getting people to go there and actually register. But next week I'll come back to you all, let y'all know how you can register for those classes. And I want to thank everybody again, because without you all support, we could not have done this. And this just took a short period of time. Took a short period of time, less than 6 months. We went from that little small cramped room to this building, which is a little bit bigger, to where we're at now, where we just bought two commercial buildings. Just think, I've been looking all around downtown. I think we are the only two. Might be the only African American that own a building downtown. Not only own one, but own two. And my thing is, if this goes well and keep going the way it is, we could buy some more. Cause this right here is an opportunity zone where I moved it into. It's an opportunity zone, so that gives us a lot of a lot of a lot of opportunity to really make some money here. Because if I move this in here, I ain't got to pay taxes on this. So when I ain't got to pay no taxes on this for 10 years, just think every couple of months we do a appliance boot camp or something. I can I can open up go buy another one of these buildings before they get too expensive, and I buy another one of these buildings. What kills a lot of times small businesses starting off is the rent. If you go rent something downtown, a lot of times it's $1 per square foot, and the square feet might be 2,500 square feet. Then you got to pay what they call it tenement. I think that's the name of it. But it's kind of like a homeowners association where you have to pay like to keep the roof repaired, to keep the awnings and keep the sidewalks and all that stuff fixed up. So just think you have to pay for that, and you pay for that could be another 50 cents per square foot. So you would have to pay your 2,500, and then you pay half for 2,500 again just for your per month, just to keep the outside parking lots and all that stuff up and running. This one right here, I got to pay for it. It's mine. I don't have to worry about nobody coming in telling me anything. It's mine. It's mine. So I was telling my family. They was asking me, why you going down there buying that building downtown, and whatnot. They're saying just go buy some land and put up a metal building downtown, away from everybody. And I was like, just think now, we're gonna be right downtown where the Christmas parades and Thanksgiving Day parades and all that stuff come through, and just think what the young kids will see. They see our building there, appliance boot camp, something we put there. We didn't go begging for no donations. We didn't go begging the government to give us anything. We just put together a product that we put together a good product. It ain't something that you whatchamacall that you embarrassed to tell somebody about. It's a good product. And like I say, the guys who are coming here, it's not something no pipe dream for the people who coming here where I'm just hyping people up to give me money, and y'all trying to buy into my lifestyle. Y'all not buying into my lifestyle. Y'all see me. Y'all see what I'm doing. So y'all not like I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I always say it's not like some ministries here where y'all I'm the only person who's doing well, and I'm getting money out of this. No, I'm not. Y'all guys are coming here and and y'all making money. Just think a guy came here looking to make $500 per week, and now he's sitting down and he's negotiating. He negotiated kind of like the running back for the Dallas Cowboys when they made him the first offer. We looked at it. I said, "You're not gonna be able to make it off of that. You got to counter that." And he said, "Can I do that?" I said, "Yeah, it's your business. They want you. You tell them what you have to what it's gonna take for you to move." And he went back and they went back and forth once or twice till he got it to a place where both of them were happy. And he was happy with the deal they gave, and they were happy with the deal they gave. So if you own your own business, it's no longer you begging nobody, you pleading nobody. They come to you and you go to them. Y'all sit down like men and y'all discuss where everybody can win. It ain't no one sided thing anymore. So he was able to put something out that he could win. They could get his company up and going, and do great things for him, his family, his whole legacy. Just think, you go $192,000 a year plus is a lot of money for anybody. For anybody. People say here and tell you everybody making $100,000 and all that and whatnot. But when I don't believe it. I don't believe it. When I go to the bank, I'll tell you this right here. When I go to the bank, like today, I had to actually go. I had to go to the actual bank and and open up a new account. Because what I wanted to do, I wanted to open up an account at a bank that's nearby where my building is going to be. So it's a bank right across the street from where I'm putting my new building. I actually took money there and opened up an account there because what I want to do, I want that bank to be able to see us grow and to be able to see us actually there having a footprint, and so they'll know us. So they say, okay, I know Mr. Sneed, and I can look out my window and I see his building. And then when I buy the next building, they say I see him growing. So we have a good relationship. So I've actually moved to that bank, and I was talking to them, and they told me with the business accounts, the more money that you put in the business account, the more money they charge you per month to have your account. It's not like a personal account. No, personal account you can it's free to open, and I don't care if you got $20 in it, they ain't gonna charge you no money. They say you ain't moving nothing. We don't care. Just keep the money here, and that's about it. They hope you write a bad check so they can hit you for $35, $40. That's how they gonna get the money off a personal check, personal account. But as a business account, they have increments. They say, okay, you got $10,000 sitting in here. We're going to charge you one amount, but if you put 20,000 in, we're going to charge you a higher amount. I said, why y'all go up higher? He said, that's the way you have to do it for businesses, and all businesses do that. That's why a lot of times the businesses now are starting to leave money sitting in PayPal accounts and stuff like that, not bringing it to the bank, because PayPal and people like that don't charge you any money for your money to sit there. And if I don't need the money, I'm not going to sit in the bank and let them keep pinching off of it. I let it sit somewhere like a PayPal or someplace like that until I need it. Then when I need it, I'll bring it down real quick and move it where I need to move it to. So that's one of the things too. PayPal and them are killing the bank. So people PayPal got a lot of money sitting there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know because I'm not a big business and I set money there. I know the big businesses are setting money there. They keep from setting it in the banks because the banks will keep charging you fees. The more money you put in as a business, the higher the fees goes up. So I'm whatchamacallit. A lot of times I let my money set into a merchant account until I need it, and then I just make a withdrawal of it real quick, and put it what I need to put some places. So a lot of that's how I know that a lot of people who say they making hundred thousands of dollars and they got this and they got that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think people are really struggling. But because now I'm seeing also, I'm seeing the stuff that I'm doing right now. Let me say, stuff that I'm doing right now is stuff I've been doing for 7, 8 years and whatnot. Before I even done appliance boot camp, I was buying property, paying cash for it. I was renovating property. Everything that's starting to be cool now. We were doing it 7, 8 years ago, and and I'm saying now it's starting to get cool for everybody now to go out and pay cash for properties and stuff. And like I say, 7 to 8 years ago, it wasn't cool. People were saying, "Don't do that. You got to use other people' time, other people' money." And we whatchamacall. I was doing it then, caught a lot of slack from it. Was called stupid and dumb. But now I'm seeing a lot of people starting to do that now. And so with that, I know uh, that a lot of people won't get. A lot of people who say they're making $150,000 and stuff, working jobs and stuff, they won't get it because all people I'm seeing now who's doing it are people who actually have businesses. I don't see the high tech earners or whatever. I don't see them doing that. Um, so, but once again, let me get off my little rampage and just let y'all know that I want to thank everybody who's made this possible for us to actually do what we're doing. I want to make it possible. Thank everybody who actually has stuck beside us this whole time. And like I say, the building that I'm going to put together and the training facility I'm going to put together for you all coming up beginning the next year is going to be something you all are going to love. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go through the actual chat and we're going to see what we got. Okay, cool. Drake Chap, hey, how you doing? BK from the Rockies. Hey, uh, Space Age 3000. Thank y'all. Yeah, I finally got the sound up and going, man. I want to, it's like I say, I'm learning how to operate this thing. I got a brand new toy and can't drive it. But I'm going to figure it out. Okay. All right. Thanks, BK. I need that. I'm saying I'm doing great. Thanks. Okay. BK from the Rockies. The current generation is so lucky to have YouTube. I never would have learned of appliance repair in high school because skilled trades rarely got any acknowledgement when I was in school. That's true. That's true. Like I say, right now, the YouTube, I YouTube right now is I think is what's going to break a lot of people out of poverty, and I think YouTube is going to be what's going to get the African American community out of the rut that we've been in. Nothing else has. Just look how many people have came to this little small little one room one room shack for $500, $850, and left and won't begging for no job, quit their jobs, who were making money in less than 6 months. And all this is from YouTube and coming out here getting a little bit of training. And think of how many people, it was a guy not about maybe 2 months ago. He was holding a sign up down in Charlotte, North Carolina, begging somebody for a job, his resume on the sign. And people were talking about how smart he was and this and that, and that somebody should hire him. Didn't nobody give him no job now, but everybody said they admire his hustle. So JT and I try to reach out to him. We tried numerous times to reach out to him. Because he had a lot of press, people watching him. Talking about he had a couple of interviews, but nobody gave him no job. And JT and I had reached out to him. We was gonna bring him up here to Appliance Boot Camp, and put him, let him come through the Appliance Boot Camp, and then we would whatchamacall. We would actually let him go back out there and actually start making some money. But he never would return our calls or our emails, and even people that I knew that knew him personally, he didn't respond. I think he had just got too much press, and he didn't want the spotlight on him. But I started looking more into the situation. He had went to one of these online schools, and he had got a master's in business administration, an MBA, and he was almost $200,000 in debt in student loans, and he won't making no money, and he was broke. He was out $200,000 he spent there, and they had pushed him down to where he got to go hold a sign out on the at an intersection begging somebody to give him a job. Versus the people who come here spending $850, they leave here, and I'm begging them, don't quit your job. They don't want no job. People come here don't want no job. They're not even looking for no job. They're actually learning how to sustain themselves, and they don't want a job. They're actually going back and creating jobs. Just think, if he would have came here, he could have it so that his kids would never have to go through that humiliation again, begging somebody for a job. He could have made so his grandkids would be straight. And like, that's another thing too. My parents and them was my parents. Matter of fact, they was like, why you get two buildings down there? I said one of them was gonna be mine, but the next one I gotta put something else in there. I said, but what happened if I got a grandchild that might become a dentist, that might become a doctor, might become a CPA, might become a lawyer, anything, and they need an office downtown. Just think, it costs them $4,000 a month to rent someplace downtown to put their dentist office or their doctor's office or their CPA office. Now, they say, hey, granddaddy, he bought it and paid for it. It don't cost them anything. I just say, hey, put your office in it. That's yours. So you got to think for the generations behind you. The other thing too, I was gonna buy some land not too far from my mom, but my mom and dad. And everybody said, why you need it? You're not gonna move there. I was like, I might not move there, but maybe one of my grandkids or one of my nieces and nephews. And everybody told me, nah, don't buy it. You don't need it. What they tell you? You got enough property, you got enough land. You haven't finished the land, you haven't finished renovating the houses that you got. You doing too much. Finish one thing before you start another, because the land they was giving it away. They was pretty much giving it away to the point where I didn't want to hear nobody lip about it anymore. I backed off of it. I didn't buy it. Well, this other guy came in, who's gentrifying the community. He came in, bought the land. He bought the land. Now I got a niece who wants to move there. And now they gotta go beg that guy to try to sell him the land. And whatever he bought it for, he gonna mark it up 3 or 4 times. When I could have, if they would just left me alone and follow suit, I would have gave it to her for what I paid for it. If not even just gave it to her, just say, hey, because it was so cheap, I might would have just say, hey, if you're gonna put your house out there and stuff, it's yours. It's yours. That's your wedding. She's getting ready to get married. I said, that's your wedding present from us. You got it. But because they fighting me and thinking old Uncle Mike ain't got no sense. Now they're gonna have to come out their pocket 3 or 4 times of what the guy paid for it. And he ain't had it 5 months yet. So that's me again on my soapbox. So I'll move on. All right. Questions to you in regards to this. See someone that has done appliance repairs before. I know each person has their own motivation to drive by going to your boot camp or taking it online. Still don't. I don't understand William Carroll. Okay, you finished it again. What is the success rate? I know that each person has the. Oh, you want to know the success rate? Um, I know that each person has their own drive and motivation. Someone working at midnight oil willing to uh, put in the effort and time. Is this really possible? Yeah, you saying it. We have people who've never even worked on appliances come through here, and they're making it. It's all going to be dependent upon the individual. Now, the success rate, I don't get all of that because people leave. Some people private. They don't want you to know, and then I hear from them maybe a month later. They've been doing well. I have yet to have anybody call back and question and say they won't get they want their money back. Everybody that I have talked to is what's made their money back and some. So I haven't had anybody complaining about it. I've had people complain because they want to quit their job. You see that? We see that all the time. People who just listen to the broadcast on William Curl and haven't even gotten out here, they're making money. We had one guy came to the last broadcast. Came to the last live event. He looked at us when we done the dry vent cleaning, and when we done the dry vent cleaning, he went out bought that dryer vent. That's less than $100 altogether for almost everything that he needed. And he went out there and done exactly what we said, and he cleaned over 80 dryer vents for $80 a pop. He went out and got condominiums and cleaned them out. So he made close to $10,000 just what's we call just by doing what we said, something free. Not even that's not even repairing appliances. And he when he left, he had another condominium complex he was gonna do when he got back home. So that's somebody who just listened and said, and applied what we said, didn't keep guessing and wondering, waiting. He went out and done what we said. Go out there and buy your driving cleaning kit and go out there and drive some dry vents. He's doing that. And like I said, he had made about $10,000. All right, Lewis Jr. Facts. Okay. Uh, Daniel Young, what's up, Mike? Quick question. Can you start the appliance repair business with your personal vehicle? And if so, do you need to change your insurance to meet the warranty company qualification? Yeah, you can you can start with your personal vehicle. If you saw that's how I started. I started mine with my wife's 1988 Honda Accord. I had to put a ladder on top of it. But eventually you do want to move to a business. And yes, they are going to make you have the insurance qualifications for it. Okay, Mario Gibson. Facts, BK. I just think that I just clicked on suggested video from JT that led me to the whole new industry that I never even thought about. Congrats on the building. Thank you. Dwayne Haslett. Congrats on the new building, Mike. Thank y'all. I want to thank like I said, it's not me, it's you all. Because I'll be honest, that's my Corvette. That was my C8 Corvette that I was going to get. This new Corvette that I wanted to get. That's what my plan was. I was going to get a new Corvette. They changing the body style and they're putting the engine in the rear. And I said, I'm going to get a Corvette this year. That was my Corvette. I had to take my Corvette and go buy a building, and I would trade that any day. I would trade that any day. So the money that I was gonna buy my Corvette, I'll put that in the building. I just have to get one later on, a couple of years down the road. So that's no problem. But yeah, that was my Corvette money, and you all, I want to thank you all because you all made it possible. Okay, Drake Champ. One third party warranty company wants me to send a pic of the company truck with company name on it. Will a magnet on my car do? Yes, they will. Yes, it will. If we take the online course, are we grandfathered in the program and able to come to the hands-on boot camp? Right now, you're not. Right now, they're totally two separate. But if once we get back together, we're gonna be able to what we call make some changes. But right now, they're totally different. We're gonna make some changes coming up. But right now, they're still totally different. Unfortunately. Raheem Abdul Salam, congrats on the new building, and I can't wait for the next steps. Okay, thanks everybody on the congrats for the new building. O'Brien Hester, I'm definitely going to attend this class. Okay, good. Okay, thanks, Drake Camp. He said he's so glad for JT and myself. Maurice Anderson, increase the prices to $1,500. Uh, I don't know what the new prices are going to be. Like I said, I don't want to put a price out there, but like I said, it's going to be what you call. It's going to be it's still going to be very, very affordable. for everybody to come, and you're gonna get way more than what you put in, way more than what you put in. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, got it on the TV there. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're enjoying the discussion. Thanks, BK. 89 Dr. Funk. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, 89 Dr. Funk. He came to the appliance boot camp. His dishwasher was broke when he when he came. He said he got to learn how to fix it. Went back home and fixed his dishwasher. He let me know that he got it fixed. So he saved money just there. Came here. So when he got back home, his wife said, "You learned something because he fixed his dishwasher that was broke." Thanks, Shay Star. Mike dropping game like he got a hole in his pocket. Thanks. Patrick Young, what's up, Mike? How's the brother doing? I'm doing good, man. And yeah, BK Dr. Funk, 89 Dr. Funk. I got the building. Let me show you. I got the keys right here. So I got the building. I'm gonna be going out for the next week or so, actually getting a list of everything that I need to have done. Meeting with my contractors and actually getting ready to start knocking into it, man. Yeah, yeah. When you come back down, you're gonna be very impressed when you come back down, man. Lewis Jr. at Maurice, 1,500 be the highest price in the market. Okay, they won't be the highest. Some of them now are like $4,000 or $5,000 to do appliance repair. Okay, okay. Miguel Gomez, hi from Florida. Hey, how you doing? Maurice Anderson, get your money up. $1,500 nah. Maurice Anderson, the highest price. Yeah, it's like 4,000 on site training. Yeah, they have some for 4,000. Lewis Jr. Okay, you pay 15. Let Mike decide. Now, right now it's 850. So if you want to get in, Mr. Lewis Jr., we're gonna run a campaign, get everybody in that's been rocking with us for 850. For the next 30 to 40 days, we're gonna run a campaign. Everybody be able to get in. We're gonna probably add maybe 2 more live events, and then if you pay the 850, that'd be able you be able to choose any date you want to for next year if you can't come this year, and and you're gonna be locked in because once we go to the new building, we no longer be able to do 850. We just want to be able to do 850 and sustain the stuff that we have. And Lewis is they having this conversation going, okay. Mike, should I do a cash repair that's under warranty? The person is impatient on waiting on serious warranty due to no cooling on Whirlpool refrigerator. I tell people don't start doing cash repairs until you feel confident of your diagnosing skills. The reason I tell you do third party warranty, I want to protect you and the customer. So if you go out there and you misdiagnose something, you're doing third party warranty. All you have to do, you have to call the customer. I mean, call the third party warranty and tell them to just send you a new part. You misdiagnosed something. It don't cost you anything. It don't cost the customer anything. If you out here doing a cash call and you go out here and you misdiagnose a control board and it comes out, it might be the user interface board. Now, each one of those boards can be $200 or $300. So if you go out and the customer pay you $200 or $300, it's the wrong board, and then you have to tell them that you need the other board. The customer is going to be real reluctant to give you another $200 or $300. Then what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to come out your pocket. And if you first starting out doing appliance repair, I don't know everybody's situation, but I automatically assume that everybody don't have the cash flow they need to get out there to make those repairs. So you might not have the cash flow to go out and buy another part. So then what you do, you start avoiding the customer, you don't go back, and the customer feel like she don't got scammed. And then she'll go out now on social media and say you're a scam artist. So that's why I say start with third party warranty until you get your skills up. You know when your skills up, you know when they up because you know what you're doing. You say I can fix. You know you can fix it. And then once you do that, then you go out to the cash. But up until then, I advise you to actually stay with the third party warranty companies and do the on the job training on the third party warranty company dime before you go out and start getting cash customers. Space Age 3000. Information is power. It's not just a cute slogan. Great job, Mr. Sneak. Thank you. Thank you. All right. James Edge, good work, bro. I'll be there next year. Okay, you come next year, but go ahead, listen out. We're gonna run a campaign. You need to go ahead now and pay the 850 because, like I said, we're gonna have to go up next year. We're gonna run a campaign for 850. After that, because that's just to tell you all, thank you all. I appreciate everything you all have done. But after that, we definitely have to go up. We definitely have to go up. All right. Hey, how you doing, Quentin from Houston? Okay. Patrick Young, what tools do you need initially if you're going to Appliance Bootcamp or online at the Appliance Bootcamp or Hustler Academy? Once you come to the Appliance Bootcamp, you don't need no tools when you come here. But once you leave, I'll send you an order of operations, what you need to do, one and steps, one, two, no steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so on. And also, I'll send you a minimum suggested tool list that you should get to get going. Mike, a warranty company is asking me to go certified universal versus type 1. They won't allow me to touch any refrigerant unless I get certified. Yeah, you can't touch no refrigerant unless you certified. You get your EPA certification. And you do that, just do the universal. You can work that way. You can work on HVAC and all of that. But if you don't know how to do seal system repair, you need to get somewhere where you can learn how to work on seal systems. But yeah, the test is pretty easy. Get the universal so you can work on everything. You be to work on the walk-in chillers. You be to work on heating and air conditioning units. You be to work do refrigerators, do everything. Maurice Anderson, geez, you should never go to school for business unless it's in an Ivy League school. Yeah, yeah. Mike, the boot camp last week was amazing, man. What I've learned from the basic electronics, I brought in multimeters and I'm doing repairs at home. My wife says you can come back and you came back a different man. Laugh out loud. There you go. And now Dr. Funk, he was here. He came, he went back and he fixing stuff at his house. So his wife even seeing it. Hey, he left one guy, he came back a different guy where he's actually now he knocking down that honey-do list. Way to go, Dr. Funk. Way to go. Okay, Lewis Jr., that online course is banging though. Okay, he done it. Thanks. Okay, smartphones, films. I'm starting soon. Thank you. Variety Cash. Mike, I filled out so many warranty company applications. I've lost count. Now all of them are getting back with me to work on their customer appliances all at once. This is amazing. Yeah, that's the way it goes. What happened? Uh, they know right now we get ready to go into what we call our cooking season. Because what's happening now, Thanksgiving is coming. Christmas is coming. New Year's is coming. People now are going to start having parties at their houses every week going forward. And this is one of the busiest times of the year, our cooking season. So they trying to amp up because somebody can't cook their turkey and they got 30 people coming to their house. And they call the warranty company. They say we can't get there because we ain't got no service technique, no service company. And those people gonna be mad. They're gonna cancel their stuff. So that's what they're getting now. They're gearing up for the cooking season. All right. Jeffrey Ryan, Mike, talk to me about the appliance repair business in New York City. A lot of competition up here. Can be Dalton at times. If you see some, it's well, a lot of competition. I don't know if there's a lot of competition in New York. There's a lot of people in New York City. If you're in the city, just think in New York City, there's so many people there. I know you can have a Chick-fil-A, right? You can have a Chick-fil-A across the street from each other, and they both gonna be packed. Your appliance business is going to be the same. There's plenty of people. All you need is one building in New York City. If you go talk to what they call the superintendent there, and you get in with just one building, you don't have to go nowhere in New York City. That one building have probably more people in that one building than we got in 2 or 3 neighborhoods and where I live at. So you could do it there. The only thing about New York City that I think that I see that's challenging in New York City is the actual parking and traffic. I don't know if you can have a service van there. Most of the people, the companies I know that have service vans, they have appliance repair companies, and they got service vans. They have one person that goes up and fix the appliance. The other person just stays in the van and just keep driving around, circling around because he can't park. And then if the guy needs something, he'll circle around. He'll come get it out the van. He'll keep circling around until they finish it. So that's the only thing I see that you have in New York City is just gonna be parking and the traffic there. But as far as customers, good lord, you just find who the superintendent is of a business of a building and just write them letters and just let them know your company is there and they'll reach out to you. It's not that hard. Only thing now, as far as a lot of places like New York and Chicago, the big cities like that, they're gonna be unions now. That's what you may be more worried about the unions taking a baseball bat to your knees. No, that's about the biggest thing. The union's gonna lock out a lot of the third party warranty companies from coming in. So you probably have to go directly to the superintendent and some place like that. Find the superintendent of the building. Okay. Maurice is talking to Veracity Cash. Okay. Uh, okay. Well, I'm gonna read this from 89 Dr. Funk. He came to the last one. He's talking to BK from the Rockies. That boot camp is amazing, man. The fellowship and networking was on point. I was mad because I had to leave a business brainstorm to troubleshoot a fridge. Laugh out loud. Yeah, yeah. That's the other thing too. When they come, you have the alumni there. The alumni come. Then you have other people who are in business here. A lot of people coming here to actually run businesses. And what happened as we start to get there and they start working, not only are they figuring out how to repair appliances, you got men here talking business. They're not talking about the football game on Sunday. They talking business. They're talking business out here. If you could get here and hear the conversation that's going on. It's not just one. You have several different pods of people who actually are sitting around talking business and putting businesses together. So yeah, so the networking here is strong. It's strong. Okay, yeah, good to see everyone here who has gotten started already and have great success, great stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah. Veronica Cash. I asked because I researched information. Yes, I just made 350 on a dishwasher call from a warranty company. Thanks to JT and Mike. There you go. There you go. Because we don't read yet. When is next class? I want in. I want to attend. We're gonna be making an announcement next week of the next class. We're gonna add a couple more classes for this year, but we're gonna also have a drive to where we whatchamacall. We this drive is gonna be to get to just appreciation for everybody who has done everything, all this has supported us through this short journey, and to get us off on such a good foot. We're gonna make it so that y'all will actually can get in at the 850 price and not the new price that we're gonna have to go to. So I want to make sure that y'all can get in. All right. Okay. Come back down. Okay. Man, I ain't know we had that much stuff in here. Okay. All right. Congrats to Mike. This is Patrick Young. Congrats to Mike and JT and everyone else that's having success. Thank you. Smartphone films. When will there be videos up with the online courses over time? When will there be video update? Yeah, those gonna be coming now from now to the end of the year. I'm gonna totally redo a lot of those videos because we've changed stuff in the live event, and we got to get those up to actually to match up. And now that we got good video cameras, we got everything state of the art. We're gonna actually start redoing those videos, and that's another reason why I can't do a lot of the live events because I got to spend that time updating the online. But then once we get into the new building, everything soon as we update a live or we got live stuff coming in, I'm gonna be able to do it in the new building because I have enough room and I we have everything we need to actually constantly be bringing stuff in and constantly be giving y'all more and more information. All right. Okay, Shay Star. Okay, yes. Wonderful Life of Bob J. You can ascend, make you can UCASDN. I don't know what that is yet. Make 3 a week with warranty company. Uh, I guess you said make 3 a week. I don't know. You talking about 3 service calls, or I don't know. Break that down. The acronyms, like I say, I'm still really new to social media. All the acronyms and stuff don't register right offhand. So if you can be a little bit more clear on that, because we don't read. I want this freedom so bad. Yeah, you can get it, man. These guys are getting this freedom. They quitting these jobs quick. Juan and Patrick, basic hand tools is a great start. Okay, there you go. Juan talking to him. Shay Star, when you drop the dates on the new class? When will you drop the dates on the new class? They'll be coming out next week. They'll be coming out next week, and we're gonna have a drive next week to get everybody in for that 850. Everybody's been rocking with us because once we get to the new building, we're gonna actually start doing a little bit more marketing. I'm gonna start marketing it a little bit more, and I want everybody who's been rocking with us to get in on this deal before we start. We're going out and start really running marketing campaigns. Okay. All right, because I got it right now for the next class ASAP. Okay, look for next week. Like I said, the campaign we're gonna run next week. Everybody gonna be able to get in. It's not gonna be that stuff where we're gonna be sold out and can't everybody get in. We're gonna get everybody who want to go for that 850. We're gonna get them in. We're gonna have a time frame. We're gonna run it. We're gonna have a time, at least a month. We're gonna run the campaign so that everybody can have chances to get their money together, get everything they need to go. And like I said, if you can't come to this one, you once you pay your 850, you better use that ticket anytime next year or any class that we anytime we have our appliance boot camp, you better use that class. Also, it'd be no if you got a young son or a husband and he hates his job and he wants to make a change, it'd be a great Christmas stuffer to give him the appliance boot camp and put him on his way. All right. I'm looking forward to attending ABC. Been hearing good things about it since the first class in April. Okay. Looking forward to see you out here. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat, Juana. Yeah, no doubt. Jeffrey Ron, I make 45,000 a year at my 9 to 5. That equates to close to $162 a day based on a 40-hour work week. If I work on my overtime day, that equates to 245 a day. I'm reporting to work at Lord, at 3:30 in the morning every day. Wow. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that 245 that you're working all day for, that's about one service, one repair on an appliance. You could that 162, yeah, you'll knock that 162 out and one repair. I tell people this in the appliance repair business. Once you get really good at it and you know what you're doing and you're doing cash calls and stuff, um, from 9 to 12, I can make $400 every day. I could from 9 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, I can go out and I can make $400 and go back home. I could do that all day long. Average day would be somewhere between $600 to $800 a day that you could do realistically in appliance repair. But yeah, I can go from I can get up at 9. I can leave my house at 9 a.m. Be back at 12 o'clock, and I can make 400. I have $400 in my pocket. Kevin Roberts, I'm coming next year. Okay, if you coming next year, go ahead and get your money ready so you can buy your spot for 850. I don't want you to have to pay the when we move into the new building and the prices goes up. All right. Uh, Jeffrey Ron, how effective in the online course? Be for a newbie who barely knows how to work a screw. If you don't know how to work a screwdriver or anything, um, you gonna have to get some practice on using tools and stuff like that. You got to do it at home. You got to go buy you a screwdriver set, buy you a ratchet set, and buy you a board and start buy you some screws and some wood screws and just practice on actually screwing the screw in the wood and backing it out. Matter of fact, I'm actually doing a course on that for people who haven't had any hands-on hands-on repair, haven't had any work with hand tools before. Because we're getting people who actually coming into the live event who never used hand tools before. So I gotta have a way to make sure before they come, they actually know what the hand tools are and how to actually use them. So we're gonna put together a tutorial that once you sign up and you coming, I'm gonna email you that tutorial. It'll be a YouTube video where you actually show you what you need to go get to actually start working on with your hand tools. Yeah, you're gonna be able to pay next year for you gonna be able to pay now for next year. We're gonna open it up next week. We're gonna open that up. I just gotta figure out a way to make sure that we keep a good records on who's paid and who's not. That's why I want to run it through my new website. Because we're done. I'm moving to ATL soon. Can I get a class in maybe November? Yeah, I'm gonna open up like two more classes. So if you want to get into one of those, we'll be able to get it depending on how much we interest we have and people trying to get in this year. I might do a third one, but we definitely have some. So those people who want to get in and feel like they just got to get in this year, we'll get them in this year to a live event. But the rest of them, they can lock in for 850, and when they lock in for 850, That 850, they'll be able to use it for any class next year. Juan, yeah, it's booked up right now, Juan, for 2019. But I'm gonna open next week. I'm gonna open. We're gonna JT and I gonna sit down and we're gonna try to open up at least two to three more classes for 2019, and get people in who just have to get in now. Okay. Wonderful Life of Bob J. Can you make 3,000 a week with warranty company? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can easily make 3,000 a week with warranty companies. Doing it if you're doing it full time, yeah, you can easily make it. Right now, people doing it. They doing it part time, right before they go to work and right after they get off of work, and they make $1,000 a week. Just thinking, that's doing one or two calls a day. Just think if you went full time, and you were doing 4, 5, 7 calls a day. Uh, Let's see. Yeah, Juan just tell him, yeah, it's definitely possible. Um, James X, hey Mike, can you do a breakdown of online versus in-class learning? Uh, that's going to depend on the individuals. Some individuals like learning online, regardless of what. Even if you come to the Appliance Bootcamp on live event, you still gonna have to be able to learn online because that's even the companies a lot of times now don't even write training manuals no more. They just give you a video to show you how to do stuff. So you eventually you're gonna have to eventually learn how to do some learning online. But if you're somebody who wants to have the hands on and be able to touch it and actually get the confidence, if you never fixed anything and you never taken anything apart, and you need to get the confidence that you can do that, you need to be here on the on in the live event. If you're somebody who's used to fixing stuff and you mechanically inclined, you just need somebody to show you what bolts to take off and how to test stuff. Then you could do the online and make it. Okay. Oh man, y'all got a lot of people here. All right, Mike, we'll see you in October class. And yes, I'm following your blueprint of keeping full-time job, midnight shift, and working with warranty companies part-time while I match my pension. There you go. Okay. Yeah, the sign up link coming next week. It's coming next week. Yeah, organic grow life. Yeah, y'all missed the $500 classes. They were still. This last class that came, they were one of the $500 class. That was the last of the $500 classes. Right now we're going to 850. So get in on that 850. All right, thanks, Dwayne. Yeah, Juan is telling you if you paid $1,000 for the class, you can get that money back in 2 weeks easily. You can get it back in 2 weeks. What's up, Mike? This is Tone Braxton. What's up, Mike? I applied to a few third-party warranty companies this week using my private email address. Would you suggest I wait until I have my domain up to set up to use my? Nah, no, you fine. You can use your private. That's fine. Um, just what I would tell people if you're giving out the number you're going to use for your business, uh, if you're going to use your personal phone, cell phone you have now, go ahead and change that voicemail to actually say your business name. Don't use your name where they call and they say, "Hey, this Mike Sneed, leave a message." People will be hesitant to leave a message if they don't know if they called a business or not. You need to go ahead and change your voicemail to say, "This is Sneed Appliance Service. Sorry, I can't get to you right now. If you leave your name, number, and address, I'll call you back as soon as possible." No, do something like that. And remember, whoever number you give, you got to keep that number. You can't be none of that stuff. You changing numbers every other weekend and your phone off and all that. You can't do that because once you start giving out the number, that's the number people are going to be handing around for people to contact you. So you got to use that number all the time. That number becomes gold because, like I say, once you start passing that number out, that number you gotta keep that number because that's what everybody gonna be given. That's what the home warranty company gonna be given, and that's the number that's going to make you money. And like I say, just think after 20, if you keep that number 15, 20 years, and you got all these people calling for appliance repair, if you get ready to get out the business, you can sell that phone number because you got repeat customers who constantly gonna be calling that number. You can sell that phone number to appliance business. I've done that. Found somebody who was going out of business and just took his phone number and take the phone number and link it directly to yours. And they call and they say, can I speak to Mr. Johnson? And I say, Mr. Johnson is not here, but I'm handling his service calls for him right now. And they say, oh, okay, you pick him up and you take him on, take his customers. So people do that all the time. You can't be having your phone cut off and changing numbers every other week. All right, Shay Star says she got the 850 right now, just waiting on the class. It'll be ready next week. Be ready next week. If we attend the boot camp, will we be granted access to the online class as well to represent follow-up training? Right now, you don't. Going forward, we working that out where you can get both. Yeah, that's Juan just telling you about how all the stuff that you can blow your way. Yo, Mike, I have a contract with a company that delivers appliances. I'm trying to figure out a way to keep the appliances instead of having to carry them to the recycling company. Um, do they some companies that deliver appliances, they might mandate you take them to the recycling company. I don't know if that's one of them. Some of them let you keep the haulaways. If you somebody who can keep the haulaways, what you can do, you can buy go rent you out a storage building. You can put them there in a storage building, or you can find you a find you somebody who sell used appliances and just stop by his place. That's some good money to make. Stop by his place and just tell him, say, hey, I got appliances I'm pulling off, and he'll buy them from you for $50, a piece. And if I shouldn't tell you this, but a lot of times what we would do if they're requiring you to take the appliances back, um, I would always when I had my store, I always kept several old appliances several old appliances that won't worth repairing. So when the guys came by my store, they wanted to sell me some good appliances. I'll buy their good one and I'll replace it with the old one that I was gonna junk. So they had something to take back. So you go to somebody who sell used appliances. They know the game. They say, yeah, come by here. And if you come by there, they'll buy whatever you got, and they'll stock your truck back up with junk. So, all right. Shay Star, stay tuned. Okay. All right. Well, thanks because we don't read. Yeah, thank you, man. Trying to be a blessing, man. Yeah, ask the company. Some of the companies don't care if you take the haulaways. Let's go back to organic grow life. Some companies don't care if you take the haulaways. Some companies they want the haulaways because they'll load them up to a trailer, then they'll sell it to somebody. Some company will come buy all the used appliances. So sometimes they're gonna take them back. So you got to see. Matter of fact, next Thursday, if you tune in next Thursday, I'm gonna have the guys on Hinton Trucking. They were two guys that actually does all of my installs and deliveries, and young men that actually I helped start their business several years ago, and they're gonna be telling that's all they do is install and deliveries, and they're gonna come on. They'll tell you all about the install and delivery and kind of how their story went. So if you come back on Thursday, I have them on. I'll be interviewing them, and you can ask them some questions. They can answer anything you want to know about install and delivering because that's all they do. Kevin Rose, I'm an auto diesel mechanic, so working with tools is no problem. Yeah, you do good in appliance repair. The boot camp, L. Johnson's in North Carolina. Joseph Davis, Grand Rising King Mike, checking in from Philly. Okay, all right, that's Juan going to somebody. Okay, Kevin Rose, he want to get in this year. You're gonna be able to get in this year. Stay whatchamacall, stay watching, and you will whatchamacall. We're gonna open up some more classes next week, and we're gonna have like a drive where people can get in for that 850 before we go to the new price. Okay, that's one of them. Okay. Okay, James, I can fix about anything. I currently work in the auto glass industry, so my question is, would the online course be full of what I need to take? Yeah, if you can fix anything, yeah, online course will do you good. You're welcome, Organic Life. Okay, Dwayne Haslett. If you stay on the fence about the boot camp, time will pass you by. The success stories are real. Yeah, they are. They are real. And time will change, pass you by. I'll be honest. I'm not saying this to try to push nobody into no emotional bond. I don't. If you don't think it's fit for you, I don't. I wouldn't want you to come. But I honestly think that the cat is getting out the bag about the appliance repair, and people are starting to take notice. Right now, we're starting to get emails from major players in the appliance repair business. So if they're taking notice and they're seeing all these people coming in, I don't think it'll be long before the government starts coming in and saying, "Hey, they're going to do like the." No, because one time in the early 70s and early 60s and 70s, you didn't have to have a plumber's license. You didn't have to have a HVAC license, electrical license. This was the same way. You could just go in, start working, and make your money. But when they saw how much money was being passed through that, the companies who had got in, they didn't want nobody else to come in. So what they done, they went to the government and said, "Hey, we got to limit the people who coming in," and they pay for lobbyists to go there and force everybody to say you got to have licenses in order to do this. I think that's what's going to come down because a lot of people are starting to take notice of this and say, "What in the world is going on? These guys are coming out here, they're making all this money, and they quitting their jobs." And you know, one of the best ways to control somebody, if you control if a person can eat or not. If you feel like that I'm in direct control, if you be able to pay your mortgage, be able to buy food for your family, be able to send your kids to college and stuff, you're gonna have some act right about you. You ain't gonna be just saying anything, and you're not gonna be out here trying to buck the system. But if you come here and you figure out that, hey, I can go out here, I can make my own living, have a good life at it. I can supply my own retirement. I don't need the government. I don't need no politician. I don't need nobody I got all the opportunities in the world. And you start doing like we're doing, where we going out there and you start competing. You start going out there buying the commercial buildings, putting up your businesses and stuff right next to theirs, and they start looking around. So what's going on? It won't be long before they come and start doing like they done LeBron James boys. Say, hey, we gotta cut this thing out. We can't keep this thing running on. So I do think that we might be going down that road before too long, because now just look at, if you go out online and start looking at the appliance repair business, and looking at the people who's actually bringing this to you all, and see who these people are. Most of the times, it's going to be the African American man coming out here who's actually kind of leading this thing, telling you all about this. Now it's been going on for years and years and years and years and years, and people have made millions of dollars off of it, but nobody has told us about it. It's just been hush hush. They say, okay, you go there for engineering, but I'm gonna bring my son and my nephew over here for appliance repair, and and you be wondering how in the world he got a bass boat and got 20 acres of land and got all this other stuff, and here you are, you done what everybody told you to do. You went there, got $200,000 in debt, got a PhD, you wearing a nice suit, you got a BMW, but you broke. You broke. Matter of fact, he might be listening. If he is, I apologize. I'm not picking fun of you, but earlier this week, I went to a guy house, and we had went to his house twice. I sent the install team over there one day. He was getting a double oven installed. In order to get his double oven installed, they gonna have to make some modifications to his cabinets to get it in. And they gave him the price. They said we can put it in. It's gonna be $180. He told them he won't gonna pay the $180 for them to take the oven back. Okay, so they took the oven back. He called back up the store. He called the store up there where he bought it and said they wouldn't install it. They said it wouldn't fit. He wanted to get a new oven. So they called me and they said that's a standard size. Why the oven won't fit? He told them he told them a story. He said they said the box keeping it from fitting. Want the box is because they need to cut the cabinets. He had his cabinet. They had built it around the last oven, and they put a panel in the back, and it wasn't letting it slide all the way in. So they were gonna have to cut the paneling out the back of his cabinet. So he told them they say the box won't let it fit. So they called me out there. I go out there and I said, "Where your oven?" He said, "I told him to take it back." I said, "Well, I was gonna put it in, but because I thought it was just move the electrical box. So I was gonna move the electrical box. And he said, nah, I told him to take it back because it wouldn't fit. So I said, well, I gotta have the oven here. So I called. I said, we got to get you back on the schedule to get them to bring the oven out. Then I'll come here with them and we'll install it. So the other day they called him that morning and they said, hey, this is the same guy. I called him. I told him we still got to cut that panel, be 180. He don't want us to come. I said, oh, he told me it was just a box, and they told me what was going on. Then I knew exactly what the problem was. I called him up, and I was like, you told him not to come. I said, you whatchamacall? You told me it was just a box. He said, no, it was the whatchamacall. They told me they had to make some cut, but I didn't want to pay the $180. Can you do it for $50? No, I ain't doing it for $50. Can you do it for 100? No, I ain't go for 100. I need a break? I'm not getting a break. It's 180 is what it costs. But now this time I'm pretty mad because every time I send my crew out there, that's a cost. Now I'm almost doing it for free, and now he still wants me to give him a break on it. I said I'm not giving no break. It's 180 is what it's going to cost to get it done. If you want to get it done, if not, then you keep your oven broken there. So finally he said, okay, I get it done. And I said, then why you didn't do it the first time, man? Because we could have had it in and out. Because then after he wanted to get it done, he wanted us to come right then and there. I said, no, they left the warehouse. They got to go back and pick it up to be later this afternoon, or it'd be the next service day. I need to have it today because when my wife get home, she's going to be mad at me. Well, I'm sorry. You should have let them come this morning when we called. But anyway, I asked him, I said, why you didn't get it done this morning? Do you think I'm supposed to have just $180 in my pocket? I said, yeah, you're supposed to have $180 in your pocket. He driving a Mercedes Benz. He got a brand new Mercedes. He got a brand new SUV, and he got $180 in his pocket. And I said, yeah, you're supposed to have $180 in your pocket. Maybe you do, but I don't. But that's the problem. You need to take that Mercedes Benz back. Take that Gucci bag your wife had back. And then he called after the guys done the install. He called me back and he was like, yo, man, I got one complaint. I said, what's that? Those guys were just too good, man. I couldn't even tell they came to my house. They knocked it out. He said, man, I was kind of hesitant, being that you know how sometimes the brothers are when they come in. I didn't know how y'all company was going to be. Y'all A1, man. I was just so proud to see y'all brothers working the way you work. And I said, yeah, man, what do you expect? That's what we do. And so then, no, I was kind of leery about that. He thought because now he's African American, just like I'm African American. He tried to beat us down on the price. Then on top of that, he didn't expect us to be able to do a good job. Because every time he would ask me, when you get done, everything going to work, right? I said, yeah. You're going to look like it ain't going to be none damage. Yeah. So we oversee that. And then this Negro going to tell me he's a minister and he want to minister me. You can't minister to me. I told him right then and there, I'll be honest, man. I said, he said, what church you go to? I said, you a minister? He said, yeah. I said, I'll be honest. Right now, I'm not into too much of the organized religion right now, but thank you. But here he is now. He done all of that to try to jew me down on the price. Gonna try to gonna tell me he didn't think that we could do the work because he was surprised that we could do the work. It was African American. Now he want to minister to me, and he ain't got $180 in his pocket. Who's gonna minister to anybody? He broke and got $180 in his pocket. He need to be sitting in the congregation. So that's my other rant for this week. That guy, if he's looking, I'm not picking on you and stuff, but that right there is what kills African American businesses. When you come out there, you knew that it had to be done. I had to pay those guys. No, it costs us gas money to come out to your house. They out there for an hour showing you what the problem is. They took your oven out, had to put the old oven back in, had to take the appliance that you bought, take it back to the warehouse, restock it, fill out the paperwork to restock it. Then the next day they call. I gotta go out there, not go out there. I have to explain to you how we're gonna do it. Put you back on a date. That date we call you, you cancel. Then when you cancel, then you want us to come back. So now, not only when they was at the delivery house, they could have picked your oven up then. Now they got to drive back to the delivery warehouse, pick up your oven, come back and install it and go back. You kill African American businesses doing that. You kill everybody doing that. And then you wonder why we don't have any businesses because you do that. And if it had been another company came out there and they told you 180, you wouldn't have said nothing. You said, okay, it gotta be done. You were paid it. But us, you want to just beat us down. So I'm done with that one. But anyway, okay. All right. Here we go. I'm looking to start next. That's one, and I'm going. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, I'm going back now. Thanks, Mike, for that knowledge, fam. Okay, if you stay on the okay, let's go. Oh wow, Kevin Rose, I did fix my washer and dryer by just looking at your videos. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. All right, yeah, Richmond. She's in Richmond. Short drive, about 2 hours. About 2 hours to get here. Andrea Patrick, can a woman do it? Yeah, a woman can do it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have a woman come on. I'm gonna interview her. She's a technician. I'm gonna have her come on. I'm gonna interview her. Okay. Yeah, we've had 13-year-olds come through the camp. Space Age 3000 said he's gonna bring his son, let him come through the camp first. Yeah, we had 13-year-olds. You look at some of the interviews. I had 13-year-olds. Yeah, 89 Dr. Funk. As you start, YouTube has that way, and social media I found out has that way. Once you start looking at something, they start recommending more videos of that same nature. That's why a lot of times, if you're not careful, if you look at something ratchet on YouTube, eventually it'll start recommending more ratchet stuff to you to get to the point where it skew your thinking, where you actually think everybody's ratchet. You think that the only thing those people do is ratchet stuff. All I see from that is the ratchet stuff. What happened? Wherever you consume, they'll give you more of it. So you have to be careful of that. Cause I fell into the to that a couple of times. I was looking at something ratchet one time, and then every day I was seeing some ratchet to the point I got to thinking, every we got a problem. We doing ratchet stuff all the time. It's just the fact that I was looking at that ratchet stuff. Once I stopped looking at it, I ain't seen any of that ratchet stuff come through. Yeah, Doctor. Because we don't read. Yeah, they hating. Yep. JT Hustle, what's up, man? He said, I'm blowing up balloons for my daughter's birthday party tomorrow, but I just want everybody to know that if you go through the training 2 weeks later, you'll realize you're losing money. No, that's JT. That's JT. I'm gonna hide his comment. JT, you want everybody to quit their job. How do you get grandfathered into the appliance repair business without a certification? They're gonna probably do it. I don't. I'm not sure, but they the way they done it with HVAC, plumbing, and electrical back in the days. They just put an ad out and they just tell you, hey, if you ever fix somebody appliance or something like that, you just come down there to the state board office and you just fill out a form and you get your license. And once you get your license, they say everybody else coming in, they got to pass this test or go through this certification, and they're the ones that get the door closed in their face. But the first ones to get grandfathered in, they just say you walk on down and pick up your paper, and you get your paper, and then you grandfathered in. Okay, got Jay Bigman from San Antonio. Hey, okay, Patrick. I completely forgot about the dry vent cleaning business. $100,000 business for $200. That's the right video, right? Yeah, it is. It is. JT money. They talking to JT. All right. Okay. All right. Stephen Padela. That's why I didn't hear want to start an electrical contracting business. Too much capital needed. Tools, license. Yeah, electrical contract. Do you do electrical contracting, Steve Padella? Let me know. But electrical contracting business, it's a lot of it's money in it. It's money in it. I made a lot of money doing electrical contracting. I made a lot of money doing it. Okay. Yeah, 89 Dr. Funk. Yeah, he stereotyped us and he was a minister on top. He might be in it because I told him about the channel. He said he was gonna watch it. If he watch it, like I say, I'm not picking on you, but that was just totally uncalled for, just totally uncalled for. And the fact that he asked me, did I think he's supposed to have $180 in his pocket as a grown man? I feel like, yeah, you should have $180 in your pocket. If you can't put your hand on $180, then as a grown man, not talking down on people or whatnot, but because it's been a time when well, I ain't gonna say that. I'll be straight up and honest with you. Since I've done appliance repair, I'm gonna be just like Mike Check was. Since I've been doing appliance repair, there ain't been a time when I ain't had $180 in my pocket. So if he then yeah, he should have at least $180 in his pocket. Okay. Space Age 3000. We tried that. I think as we keep going more and more, I might can work one. But right now we only had we haven't pushed enough people through. But that's something else I'm working with. I think once I actually get my building down there, and I'm a stable I'm stable. Once I put my building down there, and I got my name on the building, and I own that building, then I got a lot more bargaining power. Like right now, even though I lease this building, and you lease it, you you feel like you own it, but I don't. It never felt like it was mine, because anytime they got ready to, the guy who owned the building, he could come here and tell me, hey, whatever. He could walk in. He could tell me where I could park my truck. Where I could where how many spaces I can get. Somebody complain and say, hey, your class taking up too many parking spaces on the weekend. He could tell me you can't park here. You got to park someplace else. So it wasn't never really mine. This right here is mine. Nobody can tell me to leave. It's mine. It's mine. No, that's when it's yours. It's totally different. Even though the building needs a lot of work or anything and everything to it. After I picked up my keys this morning, I went out there with my truck and I parked and I sat in front of my building. That was my building. Nobody could tell me what to do with my building. So, D. Johnson, what are some other businesses that use third party warranty to get work done? Could you give some examples? Just about every business use third party warranty. No matter what you in, they use third party warranty. Even the trucking business. If you listen to Erica, at Classic Climb, and you listen to the guys at Hood Estates, that's what they're doing. All they're doing is third party warranty. That's all they're doing. So just about every company use third party warranty. Okay, they're talking out. Veracity Cash. Mike, it would take me 3 days on the job to make what I made 350. This right. Yep. It probably would. You made it in less than an hour. Okay, it's getting late here now. I'm getting ready to slide out. I want to thank everybody who joining in. Like I said, tune in next week. We're gonna actually come up with some more appliance boot camp dates, and I'm also gonna actually open up and have where you can actually go in and actually uh, purchase now and be able to use it for later. We're gonna have that drive going on, and we're gonna keep it going on long enough for people to. If you don't have the 850 right now, I'm gonna keep it up long enough so you can get in for the 850, because, like I said, once we uh once we go to the new building, I would no longer be able to do it at 850. We're gonna have to go up and reflect the price to keep it going and to actually to give you what you need coming out of there. And like I say, the new building is. I'm not going to disappoint you. I'm gonna give you something you can be proud of, and something proud you can send your kids to, send your brother-in-law, something you'd be proud to actually recommend. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Appliance Boot Camp, and I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank you again.